Welcome everybody. In this video, we are going to see what is the meaning of I love you, whether it is a question or whether it is a statement. The whole world is hearing about I love you from all perspective. School students, college students, married people, working community, movies, entertainment, in every zone, in every field, even in marketing, we see the word I love you. But we don't understand the real intention behind the sentence I love you, whether it is a statement or whether it is a question. What is the intention behind the mind which says I love you? Let's see today's Euro Psycho. What is I love you? Who will say I love you? When will people say I love you? Where will people say I love you? How will they say I love you? That's what we are going to see in a complete different perspective. The yogic psychological, the yoga psychology perspective. Understand this. We are not going to see different things. We are going to see things differently. It is not about who is saying I love you, but it is about how people say I love you and why people say I love you. Let's take a stand. A boy is going to a girl and proposing and saying I love you. And if the girl smiles and receives the card or a gift or a rose from the boy, that means yes. How could that be yes? Because I love you is just a statement, right? If it is a statement, how can somebody say yes by just smiling or accepting a gift? And when the boy comes back, all his friends will be waiting to know the result. If it is not a question and if it is not an answer, why should the friends wait in the name of result? Understand this. All know that I love you is not a statement, and all of us know I love you is a question. And that's why when a boy or a girl says I love you and gives a gift, they just not step back and come back. They'll be waiting for the result. They'll be seeing whether the girl is smiling, whether the girl is taking the card and throwing away to the dustbin, or taking the card and holding it to the heart. If the girl is smiling back, then the girl is saying yes. If the girl is taking the chapel out, then it is a story. Understand, my dear, I love you. When a boy tells to a girl, then definitely it's not at all a statement, it's a question. But if a mother is telling, or after falling in love, maybe a month later, if the same boy is telling the girl, I love you, is it a statement or a question? Still it validates. It is still a question. Understand, a boy and a girl are in conversation and they are loving for the past 3 months, let's say, and every time when they cut the call, this is what happens. I love you, babe. I love you, honey. And whenever someone says in one side, I love you, the second thing what happens is, I too love you. I love you too. And why do you do this? If your life partner says, I love you, you can just say thank you. Or you can say okay, or you can say I know, but you can't do it. Why? Because that person wants to check whether you love the person or not. So this is the reason why every time when lovers converse, when one person says I love you, the second person is forced to say I too love you. And when the second person doesn't reply the same way, the first person's doubt gets more stronger, because this person is not getting a love you back. That means only I am loving and the other person is not loving. And the same thing applies to I miss you too. I miss you. Okay. That means you don't miss me. Don't you miss me? And whenever someone gets this thought that I am not getting an I love you back, I am not getting I miss you back, the fear of survival starts. Am I still in relationship? Is the other person seeing somebody else or not? Am I still doing what she wants or not? X, Y, Z. Now, let's see the same thing from a complete different perspective. Let's say you are going to a beautiful place where there are beautiful mountains and river, and you love that place. What will you do? You say, I love this place. What a beautiful scenery. And when you say, I love this place, do you expect the place to say you back, I love you? Not at all. Now, in this moment, it is a statement and it's no more a question. But it doesn't mean that when you tell to your girlfriend or a boyfriend, you do the same. Because that you expect, that you demand. Whenever there's a demand, whenever you expect, it is no more a statement, it is a question. Now, let's see, why do we expect? What is the hidden reason behind expectation when you say I love you, and without expectation saying I love you? It may be more philosophical, but it is very, very practical. When you say I love you to a mountain, when you say I love you to a movie, when you say I love you to a film star or a sports person, you don't expect that person to love you back. You just give love and you don't get love. You don't even desire to get love from the other side. You just want to give love. You just want to say that you love them or you love that. But whereas here, the very I love you is not in the I love you, it is fully focused on will you love me? Will you love me? Yeah, exactly. When a person says I love you to a girl or a boy, that person is not at all want to convey that I love you, but this person wants to check or verify whether are you still available, are you ready to love me, or are you interested in me. So it is not at all about saying somebody that I love you. It is always about are you interested in me, are you available, do you love me. This is always about these questions and not about I love you at all. Now, let us verify the statement, what I said. Let us know what I said is right or wrong. When you go and tell to somebody, I love you, and if that person says, sorry, I'm committed, sorry, I'm married, what will you do? You can't love them anymore. Why? Because that person is not available. Now understand, when I love someone, why should I want their availability? They may love anybody. I am loving you. That's it. I don't want you to love me back. I am loving you. I love you. And it doesn't mean that I want you also to love me. Right? Not at all. Because what we said in the name of I love you is always a question. Therefore, I don't want me to love them, or I don't want them to know that I love them. I just want them to love me. And that is why I don't want somebody who is not available. I don't want somebody who is already married. And I don't want somebody who can't love me back. So always I choose the people, those who can love me. I choose the people whom I want to be loved. And that's the reason behind every I love you. It is not me matters. It is always that person loving me matters. Now, you may get many questions. When someone is telling someone I love you, does that person mean I love you? Does that person really love? How will we know whether someone is really loving or not? And if that person doesn't love and that person is expecting love, is that person really happy? Can a happy person say I love you to somebody? And if a person loves himself or herself, will that person able to say I love you to somebody? Wait. All these questions we'll discuss in the next videos. And before all that, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like or dislike, and definitely whether you do these things or not, please do comment and share what you feel, so that I'll know that what you liked and what you dislike and what you agree and what you don't agree, and we can continue the discussion and learning of yoga psychology in the future videos. Bye-bye.